What's up, guys? Good morning. Hope everyone is doing well. Today it is, what is today? Man, I'm losing track of days here. I've been home for too long, man. It's like Thursday. No, Friday? Is it Thursday or Friday? I really have no idea. Let me look. It is Friday, man. Who knew? Who knew today was Friday? Because I didn't. But happy Friday, guys. Honestly, I'm kind of bummed out about it because trading gives me something to do. At least, you know. But good morning, guys. Hope everyone is doing well and having a beautiful Friday, April 17th morning today. Hope y'all are doing good. What's up, Rhetorical, Gold-Plated, Terry, Jay, Addicted, Ken. What's up, guys? This music sounds amazing on my surround sound and my Mercedes-Benz cruising down the highway. Hey, good to hear, bro. Good to hear, man. Y'all getting some snow, huh? Honestly, it's kind of cold here in Texas, too, man. It's kind of cold here in Texas. I'm gonna change this song. It's not that I dislike the song, but... What's up, Jeremy? Rhetorical Gold. Addicted. What's up, guys? Yes, sir, big baller. Let's do it, man. Honestly, like I said, man, I'm kind of surprised at how profitable I've been, and I'm really not trying to, like, gloat or be like, look how much money I made, because, like again, I'm not an expert, you know? If I was selling a course, I would love it right now, because I'm just profiting. I probably could, but I don't want to, so I'm not going to sell a course. But, like, it feels good, man. It feels good to profit every single day. Like, it feels good. You know, I can't say it doesn't. It feels good to make money every day. You know, haters are awfully quiet. They try to pivot to something else when you just make money every day live. Like, I can't fake it. I just make money every day live, and I can't fake that because you guys can see it. And so, it feels good, man. It feels good. They don't have anything to say now, you know, and they got to pivot to something else to criticize. Feels good, man. Feels good, you know. Oh man, so I got one of these thermoses. The problem is it keeps the coffee so hot that I can't drink it, man. You know, usually I just throw some milk in there, but I've been fasting every morning. And so milk ain't gonna cut it, man. I can't do that. And so now my coffee's still hot, man. I can't drink it. It snowed. Let me see what the weather's like here in Texas, man. Man, for some reason I have Yahoo as my preferred search engine. I don't want Yahoo, man. I've selected Google. It reverts back to Yahoo. I feel like Yahoo put like an algorithm in there to force me to use it. How do I switch this, man? I gotta switch this. Settings. Default browser. Yeah. Search engine. Yeah, see, the problem is it says Google Chrome is my preferred, is my default browser, but it doesn't open in Google Chrome, man. It literally searches them with Yahoo, which I do not want, man. I gotta change this. Like, Yahoo is still here. I'm just gonna remove all of these. It's Yahoo. It's McAfee, man. The problem with McAfee, and it won't let me delete it. How crazy is that, dude? McAfee forces you to use Yahoo, and they give you more pop-ups than you would if you didn't have them. Like, if you have McAfee virus protection, they end up hurting your computer more than they help, and they end up spamming your desktop more than any other thing would. And so it's literally like a virus that hides itself as a virus software. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely crazy. Bro, it's stuck here, man. It's stuck here. I can't even get rid of it, dude. Like, look, I go to my settings, and there's default search engines, right? It literally will not let me delete this. I'm gonna delete this. Delete this. It literally will not let me delete it. It's literally forcing me to use Yahoo from McAfee is what it's doing. I gotta uninstall McAfee, honestly. That's what I have to do. I'm gonna try to do that right now. But like McAfee probably hides itself, dude. It's literally like a virus. It's the worst thing you could ever do to your computer. No, I'm in my browser settings right now, big baller. That's the crazy part. Like, I'm in my browser settings, and like, it will not let me leave here, dude. It will not let me leave here. It looks like it has and it won't even let me change it. It's like stuck here. They named it McAfee and everything. And it literally is just stuck. Like, I can put as much stuff as in front of it as I want to, and it's not gonna let me. Like, I don't know, what do I do here? Do I like log out? And do I have to re-download Chrome? I think I probably should. Right? Because like, I can't get rid of it. I'll do that after this. I'll allow it for now. What's up, Lil Gaines? What's up, Rhetorical? Hey, the market's up today, guys. Check out the market. Let me stop whining about my default search engine. And let's look at the market, man. Check it out. The market is up today. Look at this. We're up to the 80s, man. The market's up. Look at this, man. We have effectively rebounded, man. And so, I mean, of course, we're not where we were before, but we've rebounded about 50% from these lows down here, man, and it's looking better. I mean, hopefully stuff gets back to normal. I think the issue I have, as much as I hate being home, and I've been home for months now, as much as I hate it, I don't think we should let it go back to normal quite yet, because I think the reason it's going down and it's working is because people are staying home, and that if we allow people to start going out again, it's just going to get worse. What's up, Kindle? Yeah, that's what I gotta do. What's up, Rhetoricals? We'll take a look at the news behind this market, but market's up, man. Market's up, looks good. Yeah. McAfee Live Safe is what this is, man. I gotta get rid of this, dude. Go away, man. You're worse for my computer, dude. Go away. Yeah, Galed, you know. What's up, Bruce? Nice haircut. Thank you. My wife did it. So don't judge me if it's bad, man, because my wife did it. There's nothing I can do. You know. What could I do, man? You know, my wife cut it. I'd rather it look crazy and short than crazy and long. You know. Alright, guys. So, yeah, let's look at the catalyst behind this market news real quick. First, we're going to look at some gap ups, and then we'll look at the market. I'll go over a quick release on the market. As you can see, we are gapping up. Let me put the 5-minute chart up. We are gapping up from 279.10 in the SPY all the way up to 286.50 for the SPY. The reason this is up we do have an ETF preview that came out already, and I'll go ahead and read this real quick. So the reason the market is up is, again, because Donald Trump laid out guidance to restart the economy, right? And so, again, I don't know if that's necessarily a good idea. I get why he's doing it, and I think that's understandable. Like, people are complaining. Because here's the thing, right? People complain that he didn't act faster with the coronavirus stuff. And then whenever he locks down the country, then they complain because they get laid off, right? When really it's like you can only do one or the other, right? I'm not necessarily for restarting the economy soon. I think we need to wait and make sure this ends before we do that. And I think the reason the numbers might look a little bit better is because we're distancing ourselves. And I don't really like Trump. I think he's made some mistakes here. But in that regard, you know, what are you really going to do? But anyway, so Trump laid out guidelines on restarting the economy. They also had news that the COVID-19 patients were responding to treatment with Gilead Sciences' investigational antiviral drug, remdesivir. So that is good news as well. And this is all quoting again from MT Newswires. It says, quote, according to a Stat News report, a Chicago hospital treating severe coronavirus patients with remdesivir was seeing rapid recoveries in fever and respiratory symptoms, with nearly all patients discharged in less than a week, and GILD shares were up some 11% in pre-market trade. So yeah, you can see GILD is apparently the stock, right? Yeah, GILD ripping up here, and this one is in kind of my area where I could probably trade it. We also have, you know, some other stuff that's coming out today, specifically the March index of leading economic indicators is going to be out at 10 a.m., which is in about an hour and 20 minutes, with expectations for a decline of 7% according to Econoday estimates, compared with the prior change of 0.1%. So yeah, we'll go back to commodities and stuff in a second, but let's look at some of these gapping stocks here. We got AMC here, AMC Entertainment, which is just a movie stock, right? Alright, but yeah, AMC's up. Let's look at the catalyst behind this. Yeah, man, free haircut. Yeah, for sure, 100%. I'll take it, you know. Alright, so AMC Entertainment is planning a $500 million private notes offering. And they said that yesterday they put this out, and they said that they're planning to offer $500 million of first lien notes due 2025 in a private offering, and they plan to use the net proceeds for general corporate purposes, which include furthering increasing its liquidity. Shares are up because of that. And so yeah, again, they're planning to offer a $500 million private notes offering, with first lien notes due 2025 in a private offering. So yeah, they plan to use that for corporate purposes, including increasing their liquidity. And this is all from MT Newswires for AMC. We'll watch this one. I mean, this one's in my wheelhouse. It's probably tradable as well. So we'll see what happens here for AMC. We can also look at ECOR, gapping up from roughly 84 cents all the way up to $1.07 for ECOR. Penny stock moving. They put out first quarter results that showed first quarter sales of $700,000 to $750,000, and $15.6 million in cash. So not bad first results for ECOR, first quarter results. We'll see what happens with that one. We also have a few other ones here, mostly penny stocks moving, like SPN, NCMI, AGS here. Not too much volume with these yet. We got LYV here. Gapping up some from 36.40 to 43.20. We probably can look this one up. It's not that bad. Looks a little bit low float. What's the float? The float is 210 million. I'm way off. That's not a small float at all. I don't see any catalyst for this. So if you know why, it's probably, I'm guessing, the sector then, or the overall like asset, underlying asset of the stock that must be beneficial. All right, so Live Nation on the 13th guided for downbeat first quarter revenue and raised 120 million in revolver capacity. Starts 500 million cost cut plan. So maybe that's from that. We'll see. We got mRNA, which is a biotech stock related to the coronavirus. It's gapping up really nicely today from 40.60 to 47.80. So it says Moderna is to get up to $483 million to ramp up the development of a potential COVID-19 vaccine. So potential vaccine for COVID-19 for mRNA. We'll see what happens with this one as well. We also got DIN here. Not enough volume. PENN. We can look at Penn here. I've traded this one before and had solid results with PENN. Looks good. I like this one. So this is Penn National Gaming. Kramer shared his thoughts on MGM Resorts, Starbucks in this one yesterday. So what kind of stock is this, though? If you guys know what kind of stock this is, it's apparently a gaming stock. My favorite stocks, you know. But it's up. I think Kramer said that he liked this one. But I don't see any neat recent catalyst for it. The most recent rating was on April 3rd with positive rating. But yeah, some gaming and esports stocks are running up this morning because people are home, man. People are home. Again, here's the SPY today. Up nicely. We can look at commodities real quick if you guys want. Alright, so I went over the news this morning. I'll go over it one more time for the overall SPY. This is all quoting from MT Newswires, and it says, quote, stock futures were leaning higher ahead of the opening bell as market sentiment brightened after President Donald Trump laid out guidelines on restarting the U.S. economy. Also helping improve sentiment was the news that COVID-19 patients were responding to treatment with Gilead Sciences, which is GILD, because their investigational antiviral drug remdesivir, according to a Stat News report, a Chicago hospital treating severe coronavirus patients with remdesivir is seeing rapid recoveries in fever, respiratory symptoms, with nearly all patients discharged in less than a week. GILD shares are up some 11% in pre-market, and again, we can look at GILD here and see it is running up this morning. Interesting stock to watch for sure, and it is kind of in my wheelhouse with price. And so we'll see what happens with that one. In economic data releases, the March index of leading, and this is all quoting again from MT Newswires, the March index of leading economic indicators will be out at 10 a.m. Eastern, with expectations for a decline of 7%, according to Econoday estimates, which is compared with the prior change of 0.1%. Then we can look at some commodities here this morning and check them out. We got crude is down over 6%. We can look at stuff like the U.S. oil fund and see that's down 0.9%. But crude overall, what is that, like UWT? What's a crude stock? I think UWT was one, right? Am I wrong here? Yeah. What's a crude stock? Yeah, well, we can look at U.S. oil fund, see crude is down. We can look at natural gas and see that that is up 1%, and the U.S. natural gas fund shows that it's up roughly 0.9%. We have gold that's down 1.5%, while the Spider Gold Trust is down nearly 2%. Silver is down a little bit over 2% as well, with the iShares Silver Trust being down over 2%. And so, yeah, that's the market news, guys. Let me know if you have anything specific you want me to look at, any catalysts you want me to check out, stuff like that. Hey, what's up, Noah? You alright, bro? What's happening? What's going on, man? You good? Gilead? Gilead. Oh, Gilead. Oh, you're saying Gilead. Gilead is what you're saying. Gilead. I keep thinking Gillette, the best the man can get. I'm thinking Gillette. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna watch AMD and stuff like that too. No, that is the float amount, I'm guessing. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question, CE. Yeah, I mean, they always say that you gotta, that with viruses, you just gotta wait them out. And so if this is a virus, is this new drug gonna fight? It's probably similar to like Tamiflu, right? Tamiflu, if you take it early, will fight the common flu, which is a virus. And so with that said, maybe it's similar to Tamiflu in that it fights that specific virus, is what I'm assuming with that. Again, if you start to take Tamiflu early enough and catch it early enough, it'll basically eliminate a lot of the symptoms that come with the common flu, right? And so with that said, it targets specifically the flu, whereas this new drug might target specifically COVID-19, hopefully. And that's what I'm hoping, at least. I don't know, though. What do you think of Expedia? I mean, I think people aren't going to be traveling. Hey, it happens, Noah. Hang in there, brother. Yeah, Gilead. Got you. Appreciate it, Rhonda. Thank you. Wife wants me to look at TRNX. Got you. TRNX running up penny stock, but if you trade these, man, look at this one. I'm not seeing any catalyst behind this, so it just looks like a penny stock pump. But it looks interesting. I mean, the big levels with stocks like this are half and whole dollars, right? So if it could get up another, if it can get up like another 100% or so, or what is that, another 45%? If it can get up another 45% up to here, or no, if it can get up like another 85% up to here at like 50, that half or whole dollars are usually significant. So like 50, and then I would think like, apparently I've traded this one before too, but I would think like 25 and 50 are the big levels. So like I would watch these levels here. And then this pre-market high right there at 34 roughly, 33 and a half. Those levels are usually pretty significant. So like waiting for the pre-market level to break and then jumping in. I don't hate those, but I don't see an actual catalyst. We also have the crazy mover from yesterday that dropped what, 50%. Yeah, I mean, this one just ridiculous, man. What's the actual stock behind this, though? Somebody said this was preferred shares, and that's why it looks pretty volatile. But where's the just common share stock price? Where it's not as impressive, but it's still a pump, certainly. I think this one, common shares. Yeah, it's not as impressive, but it's still filling some of that gap, which is a very common thing. We got Tesla, the Dragon, ripping up. We got a lot of stuff following the market, like we usually get. Like usually if the market pushes up, we get stocks that follow it, right? So we got like Tesla, Uber, you know, MU, AMD, stuff like that. Cannabis stocks, maybe like CGC. Yes, I am. I will be trading the market open. Don't give bad information? What are you talking about, Manchester? What bad information am I giving, brother? I'll tell you this, though, and I think this is something that people really don't understand, man. People don't understand this. Like, people get so defensive. Like, here's the reality, right? What you consider bad is subjective, right? Meaning it's opinion based. It's not factual. Bad isn't factual. Bad is a subjective word. right? So telling me to not give bad information, my definition of bad might be different than your definition, okay? And so just because you think it might be bad does not mean it might be bad, and just because you think it's good does not mean it's going to be good either. It's all subjective, okay? I try to teach people realistic advice from my perspective. I'm not an expert, not a guru, don't sell a course. I think people should trade small when they first get started, and I think all traders, especially day traders, should understand that you're probably going to lose money when you first get started. That's how it goes, you know. If you're not prepared to lose money, you're never going to make money either. And so it is what it is, but point is, it's all subjective, man. Yeah, no stress, Jay. Right, exactly, Gavin. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Like, oh, you think something different than me. It's bad information. It's like, sure, buddy. You know. Yeah, Gavin, that's exactly right, man. You know. Hey, shout out to Matt. I appreciate the sub, bro. Thank you, man. Look, and like I said, I'm not an expert, but apparently 20,000 people think that my information is somewhat valuable, you know? Like, I might be wrong. And, like, honestly, how many times, guys, I would say if people ask me for stock advice, I would think a majority of the time I tell them I have no idea. I tell them literally I don't know, you know? And so it's like, you can get mad at me, bro, but I'm just, you know, I'm just saying from my perspective. That's all I'm doing, man. I'm making a public confession here in chat today. I failed myself. I watched a guru motivational video. The Lambo sucked me in. Forgive me. You're forgiven, man. You know. I'll forgive you. Yeah, everybody in here has a Lamborghini just for following me. Everybody in here's got a Lambo just for following me, man. You know. It's purple. I got a purple LSU Lamborghini, you know. I really don't. I have a Toyota. I don't live in a mansion, you know. And I'm not an expert at all, you know. Most of us are here for Carol and to admire your beard, not your stock advice. Hey, Isaac, man. Don't make me mad, bro, or I'll shave this beard. You'll immediately start losing, you know. I shave this beard, you're gonna lose. You know it, man. You know. And so I've got leverage over you now, dude. You gotta be careful, man, because I could shave this beard anytime. And honestly, Carol would probably rather that. Carol hates this beard, man. She hates this beard. It's all patchy anyway. Like, I can't even grow a full beard. It's all like patchy, you know. But it helps my trading. I'm not superstitious at all, but it helps my trading certainly. But yeah. Nah, I've got a Toyota Tundra and then a Toyota Venza. So I've got a few different ones, man. And I like Toyotas because they're reliable. I sound like an old man, you know. They're reliable cars, man. They're cheap to get fixed. I can change the oil. It's easy, you know. Brian never got his Lamborghini. My bad, man. I'm gonna mail it to you, you know. Right. It's a sign, Adam. It's a sign, bro. Beard gang or I'm out. Thought I was somewhere else, bro. You had me totally fooled. I thought you were the richest guy in the world. I know, man. I hide it. I hide it. You know. Alright, guys. Enough shenanigans. Let's be serious. You know. We're so serious here. Alright, guys. But yeah, honestly, interesting levels, though, for the Spy. Like, look at this level here. We have a triple bottom. right here at around 285. 285, 286. It doesn't look that bad, man. It doesn't look that bad. Even some would even consider this like a descending support and resistance, you know, like a wedge. But I don't know if I like that. But I do like the bottom here at 286 roughly, 285, 286. I think if that breaks, I might short into it, you know. And so that's what I'm watching now. Also, the previous closing price down here at 279 looks interesting. And then instead of this, I would rather just document. I'd rather just document this high up here and trade off of that range, like this range right here. I'd rather just look at this range and trade off of this range in the SPY and trade breaks of that, since we're pretty far away from the previous close. But that's probably what I'm going to be doing today. It's just watching that range, see if we get a low high of the Daybreak, something like that. Again, AMC, I think this one had good results. Or no, this one said it's pricing and offering. But it is interesting, and we'll have to watch this one as well. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Isaac. Hey, shout out to my man Isaac for the $2 donation. Get some Rogaine for your patchy beard. Will do, bro. I got you. I'll do so, man. You know, look at it. Like I've said it before. I grow the goatee well. The goatee will grow out well, right? But it's the sideburns that don't grow out well. Hey, dude. What you doing, man? You want breakfast? Alright. My son's up early today. I'm gonna have to get my wife to get him breakfast. Hold on. But seriously, Isaac, thank you, bro. I appreciate the $2 donation, man. Thank you, bro. I don't know if it's enough to buy Rogaine, but I appreciate it. You know, seriously, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, bro. But yeah, guys, AMC is up. We can look at a few other ones. I'm pretty sure this was a preferred offering that they priced. And we'll watch this one. What are you guys watching today, man? What are y'all watching? Joe Deerte. It's Deerte, man. It's Deerte, bro. How's the music levels too? Can you still hear me? I'm assuming you can. But yeah, watch AMC. We'll take a look at mRNA is looking good. And then the good thing about market volatility is that most other stocks follow it. And so I'm going to watch like AMD. I'm going to watch MU. I'm going to watch CGC. And PLNT. Looks good. I don't think I went over PLNT. So we'll go over this one as well. Because I don't think I went over this one yet. It's weird though. Is it an ETF? I don't see an actual like company signal next to it. Hold on, let me try to find something. Planet Fitness, actually. Okay, so that makes sense. So they put out something that said that as 3-phase reopening plan says gym among first to open. So they said that they're going to open soon. I think that's a terrible idea. As much as I want to go to the gym, and listen, I go to the gym at least a few times a week during normal times. And so I love going to the gym, and I miss going to the gym. I've been running stairs at my house and like lifting weights, but I think the gym specifically is one of the worst places to reopen because you share dumbbells, you share barbells, you share machines, you share treadmills, you put your hands where other people put their hands. I think reopening gyms early before everything else is the dumbest way to do it, man. I think that's a terrible idea. I get it. It's hurting. I get it, man. I really do. I understand. Like, I understand businesses are hurting. But I think specifically the way gyms are, it is the last thing that needs to open up. I think it's the last thing that needs to open up because, again, you share machines. Yes, some people wipe them. A lot of people don't. You gotta be. It's one of those sketchy areas that I would open up last. But again, I get it. Gym owners are struggling because nobody's coming in. They have to stay closed, pay rent. I get it. But I think it's one of the last things that should open up. But yeah, that's the news that came out from Planet Fitness. We'll see what happens with it. Yeah, Pian didn't look good. mRNA got funding from the US Gov. Skating news for news about the Texas Railroad Commission. Nice. Volume's good. What do you think of reopening the economy rather earlier? I think we need to understand that the reason that the numbers for the coronavirus are going down is because we're distancing ourselves and we can't rush back into getting out of it. And I get it. I understand Trump wants to reopen it because he knows the economy crashed. This is the thing, right? Before the coronavirus, Trump was preaching, the economy was doing so great. I helped the economy do so great. And he did, to a certain extent. Trump did help the economy some. I'm not going to discredit him for that. But what I do think is that I think he's sometimes a little bit short-sighted because he wants the economy to do better, especially considering this is an election year. And so in turn, he ends up forcing us back out into the world a little bit earlier than we should because he wants the economy to rebound. He wants the economy to start back up. He wants businesses to start back up and thus bring the market back up. And I think that is a very short-sighted view, and I understand why. Listen. The left has been roasting him from all sides, and I understand that. But I think that we can't, regardless of what happens here, I think that we have to look at it objectively and say, okay, we need to do the best thing that's going to get people the safest. That's going to keep people the safest. And I don't know if opening up the economy this early is necessarily a good thing. I think the numbers are still pretty high relative to everything else. And so I think that we need to wait for the numbers to drop much more before we reopen the economy. And you guys know me, man. I am not. I don't love Trump. I don't hate Trump. I think Trump made some bad decisions with a lot of things in this economy and with the coronavirus. I think specifically he waited so one of his buddies could basically get the contract for testing, and that pushed it back a lot longer than it needed to. And I think specifically with testing, he botched it in a lot of ways. But I also think that the left has been a little unfair, obviously. No matter what he does, right? He shuts down the economy, they complain, right? But then he tries to open it back up and they complain, And so it's like they're just complaining about anything they can to try to win the election this year, and I get it. I don't necessarily like Trump, but I do think you got to look at things objective in this economy and not just look at it like I think both sides are my enemy here. I think the left and right are my enemy. I think they're both especially toxic in a lot of ways. And so I don't really have a side. I just think that in the end, we got to wait. And so whatever that means, we need to wait to open the economy. Yeah, 100%. And that's probably how I feel. Listen, you can't say he didn't help the economy before this coronavirus, right? He brought the economy up. The economy was breaking highs. It looked good. He's a businessman. He knows what he's doing on that front. We can't say he doesn't. But at the same time, though, he's also very dismissive towards people, and I think that rubs people the wrong way. You know what I mean? And honestly, in my opinion, he's not the brightest person. He's not selective enough with what he puts out there. He has zero discretion, and so I gotta question his intelligence in some ways. But again, I'm just looking at it. That's my subjective opinion. I might be wrong. I know, man. I guess it's my fault. I just wanted to say, somebody asked me about what I thought about reopening the economy early, and I gave my honest opinion. Again, maybe I'm wrong. It's plausible. It's possible. I could be wrong. I'm just saying how I feel about it. Maybe I'm wrong. It's possible. I could be wrong. Who knows? Yeah, for sure. I like Tacomas. But yeah, check out PLNT. I'm going to watch it and see what happens here. Again, AMC looks interesting. PENN looks interesting. Which is some type of gaming stock. Like I said, what kind of stock is this, guys? It's some type of gaming stock. I like how Sky's just talking about trucks. Love it. Yeah, for sure. I understand. And again, I love you all, regardless of which way you slide with politics. Like I said, I think both of them are my enemy. I think left and right are both toxic, man. You know, but I'm not gonna just pick one side like it's my football team and attack the other one. You know, kind of just like a robot. You know, I'm just not that guy. But yeah, we'll watch what happens with Penn. Let me look up Penn and see what we get. So PENN, Penn stock. What is this? Penn National Gaming. Yeah, but what does PENN own? Like, what are some of their assets? What are some of their companies and brands for Penn National Gaming? Because I'm looking here, I don't see too much. Let me look this up and just try to see what they own. National Gaming. Operator of considered. Okay, so it's an American operator of casinos, racetracks, based in Wyoming and Pennsylvania. It operates 43 facilities in the U.S. and Canada, many of them under Hollywood Casino brand. Okay, so they're Hollywood Casino. They also control a 36% stake in Barstool Sports. I love Barstool Sports, honestly. So interesting. All right, so I wanted to just see that. John has a y'all are hilarious, man. Y'all are hilarious. But politics is just so divisive, though, that if you don't agree 100% with somebody, they just freak out and they can't handle it, which is again a sign of somebody that's gullible. In the end, you got to just try to look at it from, everybody has different environmental experiences, and so everybody's going to view things a little bit differently than the next, and that's okay. But yeah, we'll see what happens with PENN. The reason I wanted to look this up is because, I don't know about you guys, but I've been playing online poker because I just don't have anything else to do. You know, I've been playing on like Bovada, America's Card Room, Global Poker. I've been playing poker just because I'm sitting at home. I don't have anything else to do. And so I wanted to see if they owned any of these online brands because I think they're doing really well. They got a ton of people playing right now. I know ACR had like a celebrity poker tournament on the 11th of this month, and it was really cool. They had like Matt Damon, they had John Hamm, they had all these different celebrities that played poker like online in like the same room. It was really cool. But yeah, what's up, Mitch? We got Mitchy Rich in here. Mitch Rich. Let me fix the volume here, team. Yo. What's up, man?
What's up, man? Good morning,
right,
good morning.
Let me know how Mitch's volume sounds, team. We got him in here now.
What's up, everybody? How we doing?
Yeah, on Hollywood Casino, nice.
Hey, good morning, JB Network, Tiny Toons in the house, Sky, Gold, Anthony, Chris, what's going on? Kendall, Terrence, JB, Isaiah, of course. Where's that Tom Brady? We got Sky, Anthony, We got a couple Anthony's in the house. What's going on, guys? If you guys are new to the chat, definitely say hello. It's always good to see some new people. What's up, Coding Caleb? What's going on?
What's up, man? ACR or Bovada? ACR has more tables. Bovada is less sketchy, in my opinion. ACR has more bots that play there, and so it's a little bit tougher field, I think. Bovada is a little bit easier field. Better software, in my opinion, but less games. Yeah. They're both about equal to me, though. ACR does have a lot of bots, though.
Yeah, guys, we'll see where the market goes today. Let's go ahead and take a look at some stocks.
What's up, B&B? Carlos, Muhammad, what's up, brother? Buzz, Anthony, Coding, Terrence. We got Mitchie Rich in the house. Winter. Mike, what's up, Pete? What's up, team? Yeah, sometimes I'll bet on MMA, UFC. That's usually what I do the best at. AMC at 219. Ooh, that's rough, September. Yeah, it's ripping up here, man. It's ripping up. Again, I think this was an offering. I can read the news for AMC here again, but I'm pretty sure this was an offering. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure this is an offering for AMC. What do you guys think about Planet Fitness as well here? I mean, it's one of those ones where I think they might open up early, but I think it's gonna be terrible for us if they do. The gym is one of the most touchy things where you touch people's gym equipment, you touch different barbells and dumbbells and stuff like that, and so I think that is one of the last things that should open up in the country. The last thing. I get it, people want to go to the gym. I get it. But like in the end, that is one of the worst things for a pandemic like this is gyms, because that's how it spreads extremely easily, I'm sure there. So yeah, they had a private debt offering, and I'll go ahead and read this quote for AMC. But it says that the movie theater operator said it believed it had high enough liquidity to withstand suspension of operations until a partial reopening ahead of Thanksgiving. That comes after the company announced late Thursday that it commenced a private offering of $500 million of first lien notes due 2025, and they said it was currently generating effectively no revenue at all, as its theaters have suspended operation through the end of June. And so I'm surprised they need an offering, I guess, right now, but we'll see what happens with them. Yeah, people aren't going to the movies, and it's a little bit tougher, I think, obviously, because people are just not going to see movies. I mean, they're allowing us to rent movies early, but it's one of those things where, you know, people are just, it's just like gyms, like people are not going, you know. Because close quarters, sitting next to people in closed room, probably not great for the coronavirus. And so I think maybe what we would consider essential businesses opening up early might be understandable, but not movie theaters and gyms. That's not essential. You know, I get it. People want to work out, like that's fine, but let's protect the country first. You know, numbers are still pretty high up there. Yeah, for sure. Hey, I appreciate the sub, guys. Welcome to the team. Hey, appreciate Selling, Robert, Nam. Hit that subscribe button. Click the bell if you have not already. We do this live for free every single weekday morning. Show support for what we do here. We got 240 people in here. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Market opens up in 12 minutes. We'll be day trading the open live like we do every single day.
Yeah, man. With Planet Fitness, I think in the long run, the company will survive, but... Yeah. I think this is definitely going to retrace. Remember, their earnings haven't come out, guys. Earnings are going to be dismal. And the question is, how long will people hold on to their $10 membership?
for sure.
I think 1 month is sufficient. 2 months is sufficient. If it gets to 3 months, I think they'll start canceling.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that, I mean, I still got my membership to 24 Hour Fitness. I might cancel them until, but the problem is that it's a lot of times you have to like sign up, like it's a contract, and so it'd be a little bit tricky to cancel mine. I think I'll probably just let it go, but.
Oh man, there's a stock someone mentioned in the chat that I'd short. Some people love this stock. It's like, to me, it's another Beyond Meat. Wingstop, look at this thing. No way. I think this thing should be up there at $110.
Well, I mean, I think people are ordering wings, man. I think it's really what it is. I think people are just getting food like that because they can't go anywhere, you know?
Yeah, but how long is that going to last?
Not that long, you know?
Exactly. So, to say that the stock deserves $110 pricing, I mean,
right.
I can clearly tell you it doesn't.
Yeah, 100%. And I agree, 100%. Netflix is ridiculously high, too.
You know what's a funny one is even the directors are selling their shares in Beyond Meat. That's when you know it's bad.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're up today, but, you know.
I just laugh about this stock, man. People still bullish on this stock. Go look at all the ratings. All the ratings put it, oh yeah, 150, 130, $200, 180. It's nowhere near those evaluations. Inside selling by the director has more than 3 million shares sold by him. Director Stone Christopher Isaiah selling 1 million on March 4th, 8 million shares on March 5th. Then he keeps selling every single day. It's just hilarious. Even the director doesn't believe in it. When you got the board selling out, that shows you something. I just give you that. I'll just give you that, guys. I don't think this ever will touch 100 again. That's the way I feel. And Beyond Meat, I don't think it'll ever get back to 100. This stock is probably going to look like a TLRY in a year, where it went to 100, got above 100, bounced back to 100, got to 90s again, and then from that point on, never came back. That's the way I feel.
Fitness Connections.
Bounced, got above 100, got to 90s, got to 80s. I don't think it'll touch 100. That's just my personal opinion. All right, guys. We'll see what happens with some stocks today. I think what you need to pay attention to is the rotation of the hot stocks going cold. I think that's what you might see. I know John talked about Zoom. Talked about a couple stocks. I think you're going to start seeing these stocks flip. I think you can look for Zoom. You can look for that Teladoc. You can look for even Peloton. You can look for Chewy. I think these stocks are starting to get extended, and they might pull back a little bit today. Stocks that are trashed on might bounce today. I think that's what you got to look for, and we'll see what happens. You know, with the Gilead news, I think that's what really pushed the market, and I think it already made its move, at least in my eyes.
It's still real to me, Ryan. Ryan says bearish on WWE stocks that they just laid off a ton of talent and employees. Wrestling has been declining for years. Put options all day. Yeah.
I don't disagree with that look.
Yeah.
The only problem is I think you're a little bit late.
Yeah. I think it's tough, man. Like, I grew up on WWE. I actually went to a show when I was like 10. But after I grew up and once I turned like 12, I stopped watching it because, you know, when you realize it's just a bunch of dudes, you know, wrestling in spandex and it's all fake and dumb, you know, you stop watching it. Some people latch onto it because it's nostalgic, because they watched it as a kid, and like I get that. Maybe if my son liked it, I would watch it with him. But like,
it's just a show.
Yeah,
it's a show. You know, it's a sports show. That's the way That's the way I look at it.
Right.
It's purely entertainment, and it is entertaining. You know, for the people that watch it. You know, there's always swings of emotions in wrestling, and that's really what it's about. It's about creating swings of emotions. That's what wrestling tries to take advantage of.
Yeah, for sure.
So it tries to make you think this guy's gonna win. Then all of a sudden, the other guy flips it.
Oh no.
Oh no, what's going on?
Right. Hey, I got into it, man. I used to when I was like 10 or 11, man. I was into it. I was back in the Sting. It was like Sting and like, Undertaker days.
I can be honest. I got to see The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh man.
You can't get better than that.
Yeah. Stone Cold. He was out, and when I was in 5th grade, he was popping off, man.
That man brought the milk truck out, sprayed everyone down.
Yeah, XFL also is now bankrupt, man. They're selling it, man. XFL, man. They had a good run. I was looking forward to that too. No, I knew it was fake.
I couldn't get into the XFL. I tried watching it. I just couldn't.
Yeah. I liked it. I could feel it. I could get into it, it's one of those things. It just gave me more sports to watch. Like football and MMA are my 2 favorite sports, so it just gave me more to watch. But look at the market today, bro. You look at the market, and the market is ripping up, dude. Big move.
Well, I mean, it's actually been dropping since 7. Yeah, it's just this move was put in the futures market.
Right.
This was put in after hours yesterday.
Right, for sure.
Since this morning, the market's actually been going down.
Right, but we're still up, a solid percentage overnight.
Yeah, what you guys gotta understand is that the market's been making these moves in pre-market for a reason. It's letting the other traders trade it, letting the moves happen, and then when we're actually getting into the market, we're not breaking through highs. We're breaking through highs in pre-market and aftermarkets, and those are usually catalyst-based.
Right, but I mean, like for instance, if we look at the SPY and we look at like a daily chart, right? The SPY's moved up about 50% from its lows, so it's retraced about 50%, and it's been solidly moving up, especially after this move. Like we're up around 50%, maybe a little bit more than 50% from the lows, and so we have rebounded some, 100%. For sure.
No, definitely. I just think we're getting to these levels that are just way too high for these earnings to be coming out as bad as they are. China got a negative 6.9% GDP, the first time contracted GDP ever in China. China's second leading economy in the world. Just gives me a picture of what's to come. I think we have the same outlook coming towards our way, and in my eyes, China has a lot stronger of a rebound chance just because of their infrastructure, their manufacturing, those kinds of things are what really leads China, exports and stuff like that. But for us, it's mainly consumer consumption. And that's the only thing I'm really concerned about is how bad is consumer consumption going to get hurt because of people being laid off, because of no money being really made in these last couple months. I think we might even have a bad holiday season because of this. Are people going to pull back on their spending, and are these high priced items that we usually have now in the tech sec not going to be bought up? Stuff like that. Are TVs going to go more expensive because of supply issues? There's so many issues I think that we have at hand for us to be kind of even making this run towards 300. But I think at the end of the day, this has a lot to do with FOMO, of people that missed the bottom of what that they thought the SPY was, and then they just started piling in here. Reason why is that hedge funds and institutional traders, they must get in. They don't have the options. At certain times, they have to rotate in. I think we got to rotate in on April 1st, and you saw a little dip in the SPY there, and it started just coming back up since then. But we're going to go ahead and I think even continue to push. I mean, we got into what, 290s?
Yeah.
Right
or
below
280s. I don't know what the highs were. Let me see. The highs were
295.
Yeah. So we're ripped up nicely up there, man.
296 actually. I got 296 there.
I know. The high is 289.40s.
Well, pre-market.
Right. The high of this whole extended hours at least on Thinkorswim for the SPY itself, it says it's 289.40. But maybe it does. It's just very. It sounds like from platform to platform. So no worries. Yeah, it's one of those
Yeah.
things where it's like, I don't know which way the market's going to head. I can take advantage of both sides. And so I try not to be too biased in either direction. I think we could run up, we could fall down, and I think that's going to depend on what happens with the virus. And that's going to be very, it's going to sit on that's shoulders on like what happens. You know, the coronavirus results and statistics are going to dictate. So James said, hey man, scroll up. I asked you a question. My bad, James. Might have missed it. What was your thoughts
He wants
on
to talk BA.
BA today?
So Boeing, it's not a bad level. If you guys want to see, I've had this level drawn on BA for a long time. That's 128.18s. I drew this, and you can actually even see it on my screen, so you guys don't think that, I like to be transparent. I'm not just talking out of my butt here. I created this one on April 3rd, it says right there. April 3rd is when I created that 128. That's kind of the buy level that I wanted. And you can see that it's really been bottoming near that level. It bottomed here at 134. From what I heard, there was a dark pool order that was put at 134 for I think it was 130,000 shares that were sold at 134. That's what I heard from dark pooling orders. So what I would look for is this 128 to hold from now on. If BA is going to get back to 200, I think it's just going to break out from here on out, get to the 150s, maybe pull back to the 140s, but you shouldn't really see it back down below 128. I think it's going to hold those levels. Weekly levels have it holding that too. And you can see the weekly chart. I have it there to the left, but I just doubled it up so you can see it. You see how well that 128 is holding. If that holds, I think you get another bullish run in BA. BA has a lot of concerns about their plane. It's all about that one plane that struggled so much. If they can fix that one plane, get the airlines back to kind of running, we'll go ahead and get to that level. All right, guys, there's the open, guys. Let's see what happens. Good luck, guys. All right, guys, I can tell you right now, right off the back, let me tell you what's leading the sectors. Financial sectors up, guys, in real estate. The ones that got hit the hardest, real estate and financial sectors are up 3%. The volume is in energy, I can tell you that.
I'm muted, man. I've been muted for the last 5 minutes, guys. Man, sorry, team. But yeah, there's a big drop at the market. AMD, MU's down. Let me know what you guys think of this song. It's called the Yeehaw Slap. It's like a mix of country and like a good beat. Yeah, I've been muted, guys. Sorry, team. There's AMD breaking lows. MU pulling back to the VWAP. I might look to short it on a pullback, depending, like, for instance, if the market reverses and breaks lows, I might short into some of these moves. I'm just waiting for that. Yeah, lift's popping. I'm watching that one for sure.
Peloton heading down there. I'm looking to see if Chewy's going to flip there.
Tesla's right at the VWAP. So that one looks interesting. Remember what I said, guys. If the market reverses quick here and breaks this low, I might short into it very quickly.
AMD's the one that I saw get hit in pre-market.
Here's the market. Tesla got rejected at the VWAP too there. There's AMD break lows or AMU break lows. Too extended now. Big drop for AMD and MU.
Alright guys, trying to get short here on Chewy. The thing is, the spread is massive.
Oh, put your window up.
Alright, just give me a second. Let me see if I get in here. It's just really hard to measure this spread. It's about 20-cent spread, 30-cent spread, so you gotta be careful. Trying to get up in 43s so I could risk off 43.50s or above 43.50.
I'm going to short into AMD's move here. I'm in with 200 shares. Very small position, and I'm going to take profits fast if we get it. Oh my gosh, it dropped so fast. I took like a little bitty shares off, man. I didn't get as much as I want, but only holding 100 now. I guess I'll let the rest of this work and try to get back into it if it drops. Ideally, I'd like 56.50s.
It's breaking down there. It's tough trade on this one, but I really wish I would have got 43s. Look at that.
I just jumped back into another 100 shares of AMD. I'm just going to look for the breakdown now. Keeping it very small, though. Ideally, I'd like to see the market crash down and break lows here with this one, but it's a small position. I'm still roughly break even in it.
Little confused there with the spread. It was a little difficult to trade there, but definitely wish I would have taken that Chewy. I really like that reversal trade there right off 43.50s for it to come right back down to the 42. Had good reward target. I should have maybe expanded my risk, but it's a little bit difficult when you have a 20-cent spread. But that one flipped from 43s down to 42 real quick.
Alright, so I'm letting AMD test here. We're down to about $10 in losses, so very small. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do here and give it that patient time. Like, I want to see if the market breaks lows, and if we do, that should be good for me and drag me down here, but I think I got to wait for that. Catch the market weakness if we get it. There's 80s, 79s, okay. 75s, nice. We get enough to take profit here. There we go. I'm going to take half off there. Finally got the breakdown. Like I said, I'll take the rest off at 56.50 if we get it. Ooh, big bounce back up. I'm going to get out the rest there and just keep it. $30 win. I think I held it a little bit too long. We might get a break of these lows here, but was able to catch it on the SPY, and I'm just anticipating SPY's weakness, and I might jump back into it if we get another low of the Daybreak on the SPY here, especially with AMD being this high up in the range. That was the short right there when AMD was super high up in the range. Man. There's the market low break. Just barely missed it. Barely. $72, $73, $74. I might have another chance here, depending on what I think the market's gonna do. There's the market rebounding. I'm gonna wait. I was about to say, man, if I would have lost there, that would have been the first opening trade that I've lost in like a long time. Yeehaw slaps. Beat goes harder than my truck, I tell you what. Oh yeah, man. It was a good song, right? I didn't hate it. It was nice. Like I could feel it a little bit, you know. I picked out a little bit of new music today. There's AMD ripping up, so I'm glad I didn't get in this last few shares. The market's pulling up, and so we didn't get the low of the Daybreak in the market, and so there went my short position. Now I'm gonna look, if the market breaks highs, I'll look to switch directions and go long on some of these. All right, big reversal in the market. Might look for a fade in AMD if the market reverses here too. The thing I like about it is, like, if we look at AMD, I could really use this level as my risk. Like this high that it's formed up. There we go. Okay, well now I would edit this to up here and then look for the market's weakness. Alright, there's a big reversal in the market. I don't mind shorting. Yeah, I'm in with 200 shares of AMD. Immediately up. I'm going to take half off there at 16 in profit, and then I'm going to hold the last 100 shares to see if we get a full breakdown in the market here, which should drag AMD under the whole dollar at 57 and allow me to take a little bit more from it. There's the move. Going to take another half here, just to protect myself in the trade, and we're going to try to let the rest of this break down fully here with the market.
I have an order to short Peloton at 33.72s here, guys.
I saw AMD squeeze up, so I got out, but a nice little trade there, up $46, a little bit under 50 on the day. But the same plan that I had worked out, so glad I was able to kind of walk you through what I was thinking, and then you guys saw it fulfill as well. Tesla breaking lows.
All right, starter put on there. First risk is going to be off 32s. Don't really want it past 32 here.
Here, you got to put your window up.
There, got you. There you go.
Okay.
Done deal. All right, I like that turn there. I wanted to create 3 minutes, 3 highs there here. 3 highs. There you go, down to 55s. Looking good for me here.
Somebody's asking, am I using Thinkorswim to trade? No, I'm not. I'm using Tefs to trade and Thinkorswim for charting. And so I'm just using them for charting because I like charting. John, reflecting on something you said several times about not investing in stocks under $5. Most are crappy companies, agreed, but that seems like a concern for long term. We're day trading. Yeah, I mean, you can trade penny stocks. Again, they're less reliable, more risky, harder to test, harder to analyze, and they put in much more risky, volatile moves than mid and high cap stocks. I can learn how to trade AMD and MU and trade it every day and make money every day. I can't test it. All right, we're back. Thank you, OBS, for constantly disconnecting me. All right, we're back, guys. But again, everybody's a little bit different. We're back, I think. Yeah, we're back. Don't leave me. Now we're back. But yeah, that's kind of my take on it. Listen, maybe I'm saying that because I don't make money with penny stocks. You know, that's plausible too. it's just not my style, man. It's just not my style. I think they're a lot riskier, and again, I think a lot of times new traders get stuck in kind of penny stock limbo, where when they first get started trading and they first start learning trading, they see a lot of gurus pushing penny stocks and Lamborghinis and mansions and prop money, and so they get wrapped up in like, I have to trade penny stocks, when you don't, man. They're less reliable, in my opinion. And it's if you're a new trader, I think you should probably learn with mid and high caps. But again, that's my subjective opinion. I might be wrong. Maybe I'm just saying that because I can't make money with penny stocks, or I don't make money with penny stocks. But I do think that I've been trading long enough and I've done both. And again, I think traders get stuck in kind of penny stock limbo because they see a bunch of mansions and Lamborghinis at the beginning, but they're less percentage plays. They're worse percentage plays. All right, AMD squeezing up. So if the market rips up, I might switch to a long bias trading plan here.
All right, gotta be careful here, guys. Don't want it to rip through 34s.
Yeah, if AMD breaks highs. Well, no, I mean, when I call my moves, I'm just scalping off the top, you know? Like, you guys saw my Piano, I made money from it. I'm just scalping it off the top, analyzing the market moves. And so the market quickly broke lows for a second, and so I shorted into it, and then I got out. Made money with it. Now the market's pushing up, and so if it breaks highs, I might consider a long play. It just depends.
All right, guys, I like that flip right there. This is gonna try probably up here to break 34s. If it doesn't break 34s on this push up, we'll probably increase to another 100.
Yeah, bro, if you're in our Discord, bro, we have a Discord called Thinkorswim Script Share, and that script was in the Discord, bro. Here, I'll post it to our regular Discord.
All right, looking good here, guys. All right, got that first drop. Looking to add here.
Yeah, and I just posted it to the regular Discord if you want. If that disconnect upsets you, hit the like button. That's right, guys. Discord link. Yeah, I got you.
All right, I was looking for one more bounce here, guys. It's looking like it wants to crack already. I don't mind adding, but I don't want to get caught here at the bottom, so I'm looking for a bounce.
Cool. Thanks, Jonathan. Hey, no stress, man. Happy to help, bro.
All right, guys. Still the financial services leading. I still have financial services leading.
All right, so here's AMD breaking highs. I might go up on the long side now. We'll see, though.
If I want my ad, I want it to be up here at the resistance, not the support.
I'm disconnected here. I'm getting some weird internet issues today. so there's AMD ripping up here. I was trying to possibly trade off of it. I'd rather see the market break these lows here though, or break these highs up here before I go long. Hey guys, I'll be back. I'm gonna hook up my computer to an Ethernet cord instead. It's at wireless right now. I'm just gonna plug the Ethernet in so it works a little bit better. So well, I'll let it go. If it fails one more time, I'll plug the Ethernet in, I guess.
Alright guys, looks like we might get this move towards 33. That won't be a bad 70-cent gain. I'll probably just take $30, $40. And then we'll look for the bounce back to come back, and then we can re-add the short above VWAP. But I think this one might get down there to 33s, maybe even under. I think it was a good entry. I need to learn to add, man.
Lorenzo, here, if you want to check out Tefs, here's the link. Almost everybody's approved. There's different packages. I just have a big package, but there's cheaper ones for sure. And so if you want to check them out, there's the link. I'll go over it a little bit later. I try not to plug anything in the first hour or so, just to keep it kind of pure trading. But there's the link if you want.
Alright, strong bounce back here.
MU breaking down.
I think we're gonna get a bounce here. Just need it to hold this trend line. Would like it to hold that trend line when it closed there. Anywhere here, 69, 70s, and then flipping down would be good.
Sky. Your mind's in the gutter, Sky. Nah, that's rough, James. Hang in there, bro.
James, did you make a profit? That's all you need to ask, man. Don't get the FOMO. Understand. You can't always know the tops. It's okay. The one thing that you can learn from that is if it's a long-term investment, it's okay to keep very minimal shares. If it was more long-term, keep a tiny amount. A tiny, tiny, tiny amount. Something that you could be okay with the profits that you took, and also understand that you're more than willing to give it a little bit more juice, let it keep riding up.
All right, I'm back.
No, Jonathan, I never said volume in oil. I don't know if you heard me say that, John.
No, I didn't. I have no idea, man.
Yeah, no, I see the volume is with energy stocks up. And then financials were leading the change percentage. Now industrials are starting to get above.
Market bouncing a little bit. Let's see what we get here.
You know what's getting a big lift? Like rentals and stuff like that. I'm seeing it move up.
Yeah, I mean, I believe that for sure.
And that's the industrials. Even these little shippers, the little shipping stocks are moving today.
All right, market bouncing back up here. Looks good.
I'm waiting on Peloton's next bounce, but we might not just get it. So I'm trying to be patient here.
All right, I took a few hundred shares of MU. I got 100 shares left here. I'm trying to ride the last little bit down, but I might just get out early. It's gonna be a green trade no matter what, but I'm watching the market's volatility, and it kind of keeps bouncing back and forth. So I'm gonna get out the rest break even here, and up 62 on the day. Still pretty small. If the market breaks lows, I might jump back in. Bank of America, man, just ripping up there. Just ripping up big. Ooh, look at that squeeze, man. So a big move for BA. Oh, wait. That was you, James, that was talking about it, though, right? Oh. Yeah, hang in there, James. It happens, brother. It happens, dude. So don't stress it, man. You'll bounce back, bro.
100%, I think so. So one of the things that I would say is start. One of the things that I started doing is writing down your emotions. I think it's very important to do this, guys. When we get upset, we need to write down our emotion. Why? Because we need to understand that sometimes that emotion is going to be like FOMO, fear, and what that can do is it can give you a moment to really start considering, hey, what do I really want the goal to be in my trading? You know, I can't just try to come back to trading because I want this emotion to change. And so one of the things is if you start writing down your emotion, you'll be able to have a little bit more self-awareness to not come back to the computer if that's what you want. You know, I think that's very important to do, is understanding, hey, how much do I want to push when I want to push? And when it's enough, I need to understand my emotions and let it go.
Yep.
And to tell you the truth, I got that tip from a psychology performance coach that actually teaches hedge funds. And the key there was, hey, write down your emotions to have a little bit more self-awareness.
Hey, I appreciate the sub. Thank you, man. Appreciate the sub. Hit that subscribe button, guys. We do this every day, live on YouTube. Smash that like button. How many likes we got now? We got 79 likes, guys. We can do better than that. We really can. Hit that like button, guys. Let's bring that number up to at least over 100. We got 365 people here right now. Hit that. Just, you know, find peace with that, brother. You got this, man.
Exactly.
Hey, see you, Justin. I love all the members in the chat, man. Look at all the members we have in the chat, man. Appreciate the love, guys. Look at all these members, man.
Yeah, man. Look at all that green.
Yeah. Members are shining in the chat. You know. Alright, so market's breaking an interesting high here. We'll see if it squeezes back up. And like I said, I could go long or short here. And I've shorted mostly today. But like if the market squeezes up and breaks this high specifically at 285.75, I'm going to jump in. I'm going to jump in another stock long. Maybe AMD here. It probably looks the most favorable. But depending on where they're at in the range.
All right, guys, I want this to top a little bit more here at 80s, and then I can really start jumping in with sizing.
All right, AMD ripping up. Market squeezing up, testing highs. I'm gonna jump in a little bit early here with 300 shares of AMD. I'm just in with 300. Just trying to ride a short-term move in the upward direction here with the market itself. Now, if we don't get it, I'm going to jump out. I've already made enough to where I'm okay. We just got to get the market to squeeze up here, which it doesn't look like it is. So I'm probably going to get prepared to exit here. All right, there's battling a level.
Didn't get filled there, guys. I had an order out at 80s. There you go. Got the fill that I wanted.
I'm going to get out here for an $18 loss. First loss of the day. I'm just going to wait until we get a little bit more momentum in the SPY here. I didn't feel comfortable holding that, and so I just got out, kept my loss very small. And as I do that, look at AMD drop. So glad I got out when I did. Perfect timing for that exit. Still up 50 bucks on the day, roughly. But yeah, that's the
guys,
first loss.
I really like my entry here. Looking good here.
There we go. 106 likes in here. Appreciate the love, team. Appreciate it. Really do. Thank you, guys. Alright, maybe I jumped out of AMD a little bit early. I don't know. I still have my shot here.
Alright, guys. Have an order to get added on at 50s. If it breaks through the 50s, I think we'll get to 33s, so I'll feel confident in adding there. Right now I'm in at 150 shares at 77. Right now the stop would be that 34.02 because it's the high of the day. Would love to see a rejection at least maximum this top right here at 87s. Here's 88s. Gotta be careful here. Want to see the flip get put on. If not, it could break out through the 34s.
Market coming all the way back down, guys. So took another little loss on AMD, but we're still fine. We're gonna see what else we could find. I expected the market to squeeze up and break, but we're still in a sideways range, and so I'm gonna just wait for it to break out of this range.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep, skin the squeeze get put on right now. Got super squeezed out there, guys. The squeeze got put on me. That's how it is. One trader ruined your trade. Little frustrating because I wanted to trade Chewy earlier, so I switched on to the other one that I thought it was breakdown today, and it just got flipped on. Chewy would have been a nice short. It would have been over $1 win, so that's how it goes. I would have had $1 win, and then this is a bigger loss than we should have had, though. But that's how it is.
battling here a little bit. Sorry, I've realized I've been muted because my kids are, I'm in with 200 shares, or 300 shares of MU. Trying to give it one more second. Ooh, I don't like that squeeze up in the market. There we go. Oops. Weakness looks good. We'll see if we can take another 200 off at the bottom down here. I'm gonna take half off there. Hold this last little 100. A little bit of a choppy day, but still green. Nice. I'm gonna get out here and just take my up around $40 in the day. Still grinding it up here, guys. Sorry, my kids are doing school, so I've muted myself for a little bit, but market is very choppy and sideways, so Penn, Penn. Gaming stock. It's an interesting move. Look at BA. BA looks kind of like a VWAP bounce. If that pre-market level hold, if this level holds right here, it might get interesting right here. But we'll see. Just a little early. I think the market, especially for my style of trading with my scalping, I think the market really needs to pick a direction and break, because at this point we're just sideways. We're very sideways with the market. This is what it looks like right here, and so it's just not super favorable for any of my scalping strategies. Again, this is the market today, so we're kind of up and then down and then up and then down. We're crossing over and under the VWAP until we get a break of this range right here. Either this range, but like this entire range is what I'm really waiting for a break of. Like if we get a squeeze up here, I'm gonna long maybe AMD again. But like I need a break of that range for me to jump in, which we might get right now. We're actually looking pretty good here, but we actually need a firm break, because so far we've gotten a few fake outs where it moves up to look like it's gonna break the highs and then it just squeezes back down.
Alright guys, I'm seeing this ERI come down there. It looks like I wanted to get in there at 30s, but looks like I might have to get in here at 10s or 15s. Risk off that 30.
Hey, I appreciate the sub, Sharif. Welcome, man. Appreciate the love, bro. I wonder what his day job is. Educator? No, I am not an educator whatsoever. I mean, I don't get it wrong. Like, I teach people, but I don't charge for anything. Everything we put out there is free. We're just a free resourcing community, and so everything we put out there is free. I don't sell a course, don't charge for anything. We have merchandise. If you want to buy our merchandise, we can, of course that's not free, but like as for like educational content, we don't charge for anything.
Thinking about scalping this ERI, but it's not really my trade to scalp there.
BA bullish, yeah, it looks like a VWAP bounce. Yeah, there it goes. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Kumar. Welcome, man. Appreciate the love, bro. Now, if I think the market's going to squeeze up eventually, I could go long on AMD here. But the problem is MU faded really nicely, and the AMD is still, or the SPY itself is still sideways. It's like right at the VWAP, so it's neutral right now.
Missed this one. Would have been a really great trade. Just got hesitant. I was looking at Penn when it bounced to 27s there. That's really where I wanted it, where I had that line drawn. Would have been a really great trade. Probably got us right back to break even. It's not in the green, but I missed it there.
Here goes the market reversing here. Interesting.
For Penn, I think it's coming back down to 1367s before it tries to reverse. That's just my opinion. I think it's going to break down first and then eventually come back, but this is my opinion.
Hey, you bought your hoodie last night? Nice, Tiny. Hey, we appreciate it.
Reason why is look at MGM reversing the hourly chart. That reversal would be down to 1340s. I might take that one as a reversal for today.
Here's the Spies breakdown. I might scalp MU off the bottom here if it breaks lows. Look to see some market weakness, hopefully. Gonna break under the
See
half
if
dollar.
MGM gets there.
Yeah, I'm in with 200 shares of MU. Like I said, I'm just scalping it off the bottom here. Holding 100 left. See if we get a low of the day break is the ideal situation with this market drop. But, whatever happens, it's fine either way. I've already made my money, and I can get out break even if I need to at this point. Market's looking really weak, though. Kind of want to add a little bit more into the squeeze down with the market, because the market looks like it's about to break lows. I'm going to add another 100 shares here, just to try to make a little bit more from this move, and if it doesn't work out, that's fine, too. Alright, I'm going to take another half off there. Nailed that. Perfect add point. Holding 100 shares left. Again, going to see if we can fully break lows here and squeeze down with the market.
Alright guys, thinking about shorting into here in the LVS.
Your 62s. We're gonna be patient with this last little bit, and I'm gonna get out there. All right, so up $50 on the day. Market just bounced up, big down wick on the SPY at the low of the day, so I don't mind shorting back into it, but we're just grinding up like we have been. Now I'm up roughly 50 on the day. Gonna start taking some larger sizing on some of these moves now. I don't mind shorting into this move for MU either. I'm going to short into this for MU. In with 300 now. Going to get out very quickly if we get a downward move here that we want to see. Just depends on if the market...
Short a little bit of LVS there.
Just depends on if the market breaks lows here or not. If it does, that should be beneficial. And I can take some off pretty quickly here. But we need the market to break lows, and if it doesn't, I'm just going to get out. But yeah, there is the low break. I'm going to take half off there. Nice. or I only took 100 off. I'm still holding 200. I'm gonna take another half off there, and then I'm gonna sell the last little bit at this low of the day breakout into that strength. But there's the market low break that I called. There's 60s. Nice. We're gonna see if we get the rest down at 50 at the low of the day on MU. Nice. I'm not gonna be super strict. I'm gonna just get out here. So up $82 on the day. Nice little trade. Hope you guys saw the call out there with that one. But there's the market breaking lows, which I was waiting for here. And let me make sure my... Okay, good. Y'all saw it. All right, good. Here, if Mitch is in something, I'll put him up now.
Yeah, I'm here shorting. Here, I'll put this up here for you guys. Shorting the resorts and casinos based off this index here. It was too pushed on the hourly chart in my eyes, and I think it's going to make up this gap. So that's why I went in short there.
Let your winner run? No, I mean, I'm scalping Kindle, and so there's the big difference between scalping and like a conventional strategy. Is that scalping, I'm not trying to let my winners run. I'm literally trying to get 10 or 15 cents off the top or bottom and get out, man. And that's why I'm letting my good accuracy rate work. And so I'm just going to stick with what works. If I try to hold it for too long, it brings me to the point where I have to judge whether I want to take a larger loss than I really want to. And I would much rather just take a little bit off the top and get in and out with very quick trades. That's what's been working for me lately. As you guys can see, I've only had one loss today. And 3 winners or so. So running at 75% plus accuracy today. And like I said, I'm just trying to take a little bit off the top, get in and out, and be done. What happens a lot if I let my winners run is that it reverses on me a lot of the time, and it ends up taking away all my wins, hurting my mental game. I'd rather just get in and out and be done. But everybody's different, you know. Yeah, well, what I do is I basically scale out of it before it hits that low. That way, if it does bounce at that low, which is likely sometimes, I'm only holding a small piece, you know, and I can, you know, I still have a nice winner.
All right, 47s is when we're going to take this off, guys. It's about to break the 20s, and then we'll take some.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, quick dip here into the 17s.
I'll be right back,
guys. Just took most of it off there, just to pay myself a little bit there. I took it off at 26.75. Willing to add it back if it gets back up here. Don't want it to come all the way back up and me not take some profit, so let it bounce there. We took some profit off, limit our risk, give ourselves an opportunity to make a bigger gain if this continues to go down to the 46.50s. All right, let's go ahead and try to find some more here. All right, guys, really starting to like this MGM for a reversal. going on, team? How we doing out there?
Sorry, my son is throwing a temper tantrum right now, guys, so I gotta keep myself muted.
Muted.
Alright guys, as you can see, I'm in MU here with a few hundred shares, just trying to get the low at the Daybreak and then getting out if it doesn't bounce here. I'll let it test that previous high, but I think it's going to depend on the market, and I don't mind getting out a little bit early if it doesn't break either. I'm just trying to let it fully test this level here, but I gotta keep it on mute. My son's throwing a fit right now, so I'll be back. Got out really quick. I think my son might be done screaming. Alright, yeah, so I got out there, took a $18 loss or so. Still up roughly 65 on the day. I'm really looking at AMD here. I like the range a little bit better here with AMD. Like, if I think the market's going to squeeze down, I like the range. But I think the big level here right now is this 284 level. Looking to see if that holds, and if that maintains is probably the best setup here.
Alright guys, MGM starting to find a bottom here. This might come and start reversing back up here to 4750s. So I'm trying to pay attention to MGM at the same time. I'm going to put it on this chart here for you guys. I like this reversal to come back here also. At least to the VWAP, which would be 1440s. Trying to be patient with it.
Sweetie. Here, I don't know, this is all of them. Yep, more still printing.
AMD getting up there to VWAP. Should go short on back here.
Alright, sorry guys. Alright, I'm back. So market's testing that 284 level I talked about. We'll see if that level holds and what happens here. Like I said, I'm going to start slowly taking bigger and bigger sizing depending on the momentum that I get. And so I'm waiting for that. So market's still testing 284, kind of breaking over it, getting rejected back under it, breaking over it, so forth. And so we're going to wait until we get some type of firm pattern here that tells us which way the market's going to head. Some type of nice momentum to take advantage of. Hey, shout out to Philip. Rainer, I'm scalping, man. I'm scalping, bro. And like I said, I mean, you can see how much green I've had lately, the last few weeks, man. You can watch every stream and see what I end. And so, obviously, my strategy works. You might disagree with a certain trade or two, and that's okay. But obviously, the way I'm looking at the charts has been super effective. And so I'm just going to keep doing that because it works. And like I said, I think part of trading is having to ignore what everybody else says because it's specifically if you're winning already. Because in the end, you just got to stick with what works and ignore everything else. And trading is one of those things where everybody, thinks they know everything. And the real traders, the ones that have matured long enough, understand that the more they learn, the less they know.
Here's your gambling index for you, John. Some of the gambling stocks, AGS. I think you mentioned that one.
I think I was watching. What was the one I was watching? I was watching
TSG, the Stars Group.
No, Poker Stars is what that is. I can't play on Poker Stars. I play on ACR and a few other ones. Mostly.
The Stars Group doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, it's
holding really well.
It's the strongest poker site, certainly. But I was looking at
5.4 billion capitalization.
Yeah, I can't remember which one I was looking at this morning, man.
TSG. I like it for a long.
I can't remember what it was this morning, man. I was looking at something.
Trying to buy it if I can get it before it breaks out.
What was the gaming stock I was talking about this morning? It was I even googled it. Penn, Penn, Penn National Gaming is what it was. Alright, there's the market rejecting. Looks good. Squeezing down a little bit.
This could come back to 90. I'll probably take it off at 85s. Breakouts at 25 16ths. Very slow moving stock, so I'm gonna get off of it. Too slow for me.
I just nailed a little bit of a short in MU. I'm only holding 100 shares left. I'm gonna let this fully break down under these lows if the market breaks, but up around 90 bucks, a little bit under 90 bucks. We'll see if the market breaks down fully, which is what I'm trying to take advantage of, is the market's volatility on the downside. And you can see how well that 284 level held. The big level I kept talking about in the last 30 minutes was 284 in the SPY, and you can actually see how well 284 held. And I drew this line before it tested it. So, yeah, that support level, or that resistance level, held really nicely, and we're getting a nice big break in the market. We'll see if we can pull this down a little bit more. Ideally, I'd like to see MU break under the low of the day at 45.50, and we could hold the rest to test it, maybe holding it break even on the last little remaining shares or so. But either way, it's going to be a green trade, and we're just going to try to See if we get a firm breakout here. Here's the market cracking lows. I don't mind adding a little bit more to this one in anticipation of the market possibly breaking lows again, but I think I need to be a little bit more strict with it if we get any type of move over 50, 45, 70. Here's 70. I'll let it test, but my hand's over the cover button too. Alright, so maybe I'll add a little bit more if we do get a rejection here and a test of the lows. But I'm going to wait. Alright, I'm going to add another 200 shares. Or another 100 shares, and then I'm going to get out the rest. If this gets me into profit over 10 bucks, I'm going to get out very, very quickly here. And we're just going to see if the market can break lows. That's what we really want to see. Gonna be pretty tight, strict with this 200 shares. 62, 61. Here's the market break. Hopefully. 60s. Let's get down to 50s ideally. Here's 60s, 59s. All right, I'm gonna take half off there. Hold 100 shares. Like I said, I just wanted to protect myself with this last little lot of 200 shares that I added. Making money with it. We're trying to get over $100 in profit today with this break under 45.50 if we get it. There's the market breaking lows again, just like I called out. Same exact plan I called out. And we're gonna try to let this work under 45.50. This is the breakout level we need. I mean, either way, it's gonna be a green trade no matter what. I'm gonna get out there, $90 gain. About break even on the last little bit, but up about $90 in the day. Wanted to break 100 with that trade, but there'll be more opportunities, guys. Yeah, that's what I have, James. That's the same ones I have. Alright, if I might short back into MU here. It just depends, man. The market is breaking lows again, and MU's bouncing, so that might give me a good range opportunity here. It just depends on what the market does, but I'm looking at it. I'm gonna wait and see what happens, but that's kind of the trade idea I'm looking at. It depends on what the market does right here, though. Yeah, here it is. Market trying to break lows. Once we get a firm break, I might short into it. And here's the market breaking lows. I'm going to short into this with 200 shares on MU. Might just do this when I want it done trade, depending on how it acts. Squeeze. I'm getting pretty close to exiting here. I'm just going to get out small there and find another opportunity. Market's kind of consolidating around these lows. I think it might bounce. Mostly just shares. But up a nice 75 bucks in the day. We're gonna keep growing and keep pushing it. Yeah, I mean, the interesting thing about the market is that everybody sees things a little bit differently. Everybody sees trends differently, strategies differently, patterns differently. The reality is, if you can make something work, you can make it work. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the strategy is. If you can make it work, you know. I think mature traders really realize that, like, just because you can't do something doesn't mean somebody else can as well. People have different personalities, and some of them are going to be better suited for different things in trading, right? And so what we get a lot of the time is we get like people that are like, oh no, you're doing that wrong, or you're doing this wrong, or, you know, you're trading this wrong. And it's like, well, it's all subjective. Like, some traders are going to think that you're trading wrong, right? But the reality is, if you can make a strategy or pattern work, you know, especially if you're like actually profitable doing so, then you can make it work. And you know, like I said, I think a lot of the time new traders kind of want to have this know-it-all mentality where they just need to always be right. When the reality is that everybody's a little bit different, you know, and understanding that is when you really start to mature as a trader and realize that, like, people have different setups, strategies, patterns that work well for them, and you can't knock them if it's working, you know. Alright, so there's the market breaking lows. Squeezes down, or what happens here. Market squeezing down. I'm gonna jump in short a little bit of MU on this breakdown here. Take a little bit of profits there. And try to get the rest on a firmer breakdown. Maybe hold the rest break even here. Your 62s. Market squeezing. I'm gonna hold the rest break even here. Give it one more chance to see if we get a nice actual breakdown. I'm out. Break even trade. Market's kind of just trying to test lows, but I think before we get another move, we need to bounce back to a certain extent.
Alright guys, just added there. Now gonna hold the rest of it. Stopped at 55, so let's do 60 just to be quick here. 47.60. Set the stop. 50 shares. If it's above that, let's get out of the trade. This does start reversing. You could see a squeeze come from MGM back to the VWAP for a reversal. That's the one I'm thinking of taking on the upside.
Alright, so here's the market test to that 284 level. We'll see what happens there. Nah, most people like the music, bro. So we might have somebody complain, but I think a large majority of people like the music.
Gifford, I'm right now looking for MGM potential reversal back to VWAP, and I'm short LVS. Already made about $31 there. Got stopped out there. It wicked to 60. It might have stopped me out 1 cent before it reverses and come right back down, but that's how it goes. Didn't want to risk once I already made gains.
So here's the market pull back to this 284 level. If you think it's going to reject there, you could effectively short into it now, but it just depends on how well it respects 284. It's a previous low of the day, and it's the high of that last kind of bounce. But with the SPY overall, it just depends on what we think is going to happen here. And if we think it's going to reject, we could short into it. And if we don't think it's going to reject, you could either go long or just wait.
Yeah, I think I got stopped out by Penny in LVS, but I'm gonna let it go. Now I'm just looking for the reversal in MGM. See how Penn is starting to find the bottom also. If you look at that one on a 15-minute.
I'm going to short into MU. Took a little bit off the top, and now I'm waiting to see if the SPY breaks fully here. Nice breakdown. I'm going to get out the rest there. So up $101 in the day, slowly grinding it up. Like I said, I could anticipate maybe we're going to hold underneath 284 and short into that. Market's bouncing here, so kept that one very quick. VWAP's volume weighted average price. It's like a moving average with volume taken into account. This is bumpage. Music's good. Please keep the music. Yeah. Alright, well, up $100 on the day, roughly $101, and we'll see what else we can find. Momentum's here at least, and so we might get some moves. Nice downward move on the SPY. The next one I might look at is AMD though.
Alright, this might crush down now.
Here's the Yeehaw slap, guys. Everybody's favorite song. Big break. Maybe I should have held the last one a little bit longer, but the reason I sold is the same reason my accuracy is high. It's because I'm not trying to marry any of these moves per se. Oil. Yeah, happy Friday, man. U.S. oil fund. What's the ETF for oil? UWT. Yeah. We'll see. Ooh, big spike in AMD. No, big drop actually. I was thinking of the price of MU. Song kind of whack, Joe. Hey, we had people say they liked it. I'm torn on it. And sometimes I hear it, I'm like, it's a dope song. Other times I hear it, and I'm like, this song's stupid. You know. So I guess it all depends on my mood. All right, SPY pulling down, testing these lows again. I'm going to short into AMD here just because we're right at the previous closing price, and I'm going to anticipate we hold underneath there. If it breaks above the whole dollar, I'm just going to get out. Really easy trade. Can use the whole dollar and the previous closing price as my risk here. Anticipate the SPY breaks lows, and if not, keep it very tight and small. Oh my gosh, man. I set up an Instagram yesterday, and now it's just notifying me every time somebody likes my post. Alright, we're back above the previous close. Rejection, squeeze. I know you're not talking about me. Joe, I know you're not talking about me, bro. You're good, man. Alright, for the first time I'm green in this trade. Let's see if we get a nice little breakdown here. I'm gonna take half off there. Nice little green trade so far. 78, beautiful breakdown on this last little remaining shares here. I'm gonna get out the rest there, just take my profits. Up $120 on the day with AMD. Got the low of the Daybreak and the SPY. Not too bad. I'll take it. Let's see what else we can find.
Thinking about scalping some of this LVS down towards 43, but the risk is about $15–20.
Guys, you can literally trade AMD all day with the Spies. Your friend, 100%. That's all I do. It works super well, man. You guys can see it. You know, every day I'm green with this, and like I said, I'd be crazy if I stopped trading it because it just works, man. It works well.
There's the crack. I think we'll get that move towards 47, but I didn't take the scalp. It was right there at 47.40s, 47.35s.
I get it, man. It's not your strategy, so, you know, you gotta stick with what works for you, brother. Here's the market breaking lows, though. AMD's back down there. I might take a little bit more. It depends, though. I'm up 120 on the day. We'll see what we get, but not too shabby here. Also, guys, if you want to use the same platform as us, check out TradeNet and Tefs. There's no PDT rule with it, and you can actively day trade and short stocks. And I think that's one of the cheapest ways you can get started. A lot of the time, new traders end up, you know, depositing thousands into their first account and risking thousands, and a lot of the time they just end up losing that. And so it just causes some emotions with trading to where, you know, I think you should try to trade the smallest account you can with the smallest size when you first get started, because that's really going to help you gain experience, extend the life of your account, and really learn what you need to learn in day trading. It's still going to take a long time, but it's one of the safest ways where you're going to lose the least amount of money. And so with that, I think TradeNet and TEF packages make a ton of sense for new traders because they come with like a course, demo account, access to their chat room, and then once you're approved for the funded account, you get to day trade and short stocks with no PDT rule. And so for instance, their base package is $400 right now, maybe it's still $375, and with that, once you're approved, you get a $14,000 funded account. It's got a $700 max loss, and so if you go under $13,300, they close you down, and then there's a profit split of 70-30. But essentially for $400, you're getting $700 to lose, so almost twice as much, and you're getting able to actively day trade a $14,000 account. To be fair, I think most traders will probably lose these accounts as well, but it's much cheaper to lose a Tef's account than it is to save up thousands like most traders end up doing. And so for new traders, I think it really shines, and I think it makes a lot of sense. And if you want to check it out, here's the link. Great way to help support our channel, and you can check it out at the link I just posted in the chat. Alright, so we'll see if the SPY holds 283 now. We're right under that. And so watching the SPY to see if it holds that 283 level makes a lot of sense. Like here's the 283 level. We're just testing it right now. We'll see if that level holds right here. It's also like that previous low up there. So right there. We'll see if that level holds. You guys can see it. There.
Alright guys, I'm gonna risk about $20 here on PTON.
I just jumped in MU with 200 shares. Gonna see if 45.50 holds and keep my risk like 4 cents, 5 cents. If that 45.50 level can hold, and if the SPY rejects 283. If not, I can jump out for a tiny loss. And about to get out here.
Be right back, guys.
Took a $15 loss there on MU. It just didn't hold that 45.50 level that I was waiting for. I still think we might get it, but the risk isn't. I'm not comfortable enough with the risk, and look, as I say that, it moves up. So I'm still up 105 bucks on the day. There'll be more plays. If you want the link, here you go. Kindle. Like I said, it was a very short-term trade. I was just anticipating it possibly holding the $0.50 or 45.50 as my risk level, and then once it broke that, I just got out for a $15 loss. But yeah, you can see my account here. And so I'm still nicely green. BA, Bank of America. Yeah, I was watching BA. James called that one out this morning. Really nice call out. That thing ripped up huge this morning. Pulled back a little bit. We're still bouncing, but we'll see what we get. I'm just kind of hanging out here and waiting for some of these moves to present themselves.
Come on, really don't miss shit though. You gon' get your shortly. Oh, that shortly. Do the work and read the end of it. Selling game and pimping penny shit. Popping off of purely penmanship. Business shit, you not a benefit. Beneficial moves, I've been a man. Shaking, moving like the minute hand. Beat the coochie like an hour long. Keep it lit, I keep the power on. Power up a super saiyan, Superman. Saving hoes, not I. Top tier, top floor, top shotter. You are not.
I'm still watching MU. We'll see what we get.
These people can't keep me from coming. I'm moving now. Fuck what you doing tomorrow. If you wanna do it, I say you get to it now. I see the view from the top of the podium, out of your sodium wingspan. I am the nigga they itching to see when you sitting with me, you a wingman. Everybody say they hot shit. Some of y'all ain't right.
Alright guys, sorry, I'm just moving back and forth with the pets, so it'll be a little bit of a loud, whiny babies today, so trying to take care of them.
That happens, bro. Yeah, it's Boeing. Yeah, not Bank of America. Sorry, Boeing. My bad. Yeah, I changed it. Sorry, I let the list run. It's just I let the list run, man. I'll put a different song on. I don't mind that song. That sounds cool, but it's not really trading music. Bank of America. No, it's ripping up. Sorry, my son's throwing a fit in here, man.
MGM picked up that reversal there through 14s. I missed it. I was taking care of the pets. But Penn might reverse. You could look at that one maybe to break back to the VWAP. But that's such a small range. It's a little tight. But you could get a break above VWAP if it really pushes. It's loud back here. I'm going to mute myself.
Yeah, I'm muted too, guys. My son's in here now, and he's throwing another temper tantrum. I think we've been home for too long, man. But I'll try to let you guys know in the chat if I get him something. Yeah, as you guys can see, I got an MU real quick. Market bounced back with the big wick, so I got out for a very small profit. Up 115 on the day. Oh, also guys, I'm starting a new Instagram called Unique Trading Patterns, and in it we're just gonna post like just pictures of the different patterns and strategies we use. And so if you want to follow us on Instagram, I'll post this link. Like I said, it's a good way to kind of see what we're doing here. And I'll post our Instagram link right there. It's called Unique Trading Patterns. We're just going to post the different strategies and patterns we use and try to post a new one at least once every few days. And so go follow us there. And there's the link in the chat. Yeah, sorry, bro. Yeah, sorry. I appreciate it, man. I think more people like the music, though, and so we got to keep the music going. It gives us something to hang out to, because we're not always talking, and so the music's good sometimes. Market's squeezing out big, though. Alright, so I think I can finally talk now. I think my son's done. Market's squeezing up here. Testing the VWAP for the first time in a long time. We've been pretty extended down. Oh, also guys, we do have merchandise, and so if you want to check out our store, go check out this link. We have a lot of dope beginner trading merchandise, and if you look at our description, here, let me delete this. Check out this link here if you want to check out our new BT merch. You can also go to the description and just scroll down and you'll see our merch. We have like all these pretty cool hoodies, phone cases, shirts. We've got beginner trading stuff, so go check that out, guys. Good way to help support us. We've actually got a few sales so far, so appreciate everyone who bought some merch, some of our merch. And if you have anything specific you want to see, like I said, let me know. Let's see what the market does here. Should be an interesting level at 284s.
Alright guys, so expecting maybe a little pop here. It's okay if we get a little pop. Still haven't gotten that breakdown through the 34.55s. That's really the crack.
So I just scalped a little bit of MU again. Taking a little bit off the top after some market drops. Gonna take another half off. Up about 140 on the day. You guys can see. I was trying to put both of ours up. Let me know if this works. If you would rather see this, so you can see kind of both of our trades. Let me know if that works, guys. Gonna hold this last little 100 to see if we get a nice little move under those lows, and if not, I can get out the rest of this pretty break even. Market's bouncing, which is what got me out of the trade last time too. Okay, that might drop us a little bit more for me. But yeah, let me know if this works a little bit better, team. What you would rather see. Us rotate or see both at the same time like this, but one a little bit. Oh wait, here, my bad. Here, let me know if that works. That should be a little bit better. I'm gonna get out there. Kind of squeezed me out. Market just looks a little indecisive. I might short back into it here too, but up 130 on the day. Ideally, we're basically betting on what the market's going to do now, whether it's going to reject at 284 or whether it's going to hold and break up to the 284.60 VWAP level. That's what we're essentially betting on here.
Try to help you out. Make my chart just one chart so it looks a little bit bigger. You guys should be able to see the levels.
Yeah. I see a DJ. All right, market bouncing up a little bit. Short a little bit more into MU here with just 200 shares this time. We're going to try to get a nice little drop here as the market pushes down some. See if we can get like a 45.68 break on MU. And if not, get out at around 75 for a very tight risk level. Out there. Don't like that. Kept it small. Market's moving up to test 284s. Or would you rather both up but kind of keep them small? For now, since I'm not anything, I'll put Mitch up. But if I get into something at the same time, maybe I'll just do both of them. Just let me know. Market is bouncing back up here, testing 284 again. Market getting rejected at 284. Big level there too. That's a big level. Make a little bit more on MU here. Get out a little bit more there. Hold 100 shares left. As this market breaks down and rejects at 284, which again, guys, like I said, that's a big level there at 284. Next step for MU is just to see if it breaks under 45.50, which is looks like we're getting that now. I'm just gonna get out the last little bit without scaling out anymore. sevens. Testing the $half. I'm gonna get out the rest there. So $163 up on the day. Not too bad, man. Not too bad. I've only traded 2 stocks all day, and it's just been a very profitable day so far. Very high accuracy today. Haven't lost much at all. And you know, another green day to add to the green streak that I've been on lately, man. Just a crazy green streak at this point. Maybe I should have held, but I only had 100 shares left. I can't be too greedy with the last little bit, but we're gonna see what else we can find today. I might be done. But again, just like I said over and over again, guys, I hope you guys understand, but like, this is how you do the support and resistance, right? Like I said this 284 level multiple times. I talked about how significant of a level that was in the SPY, and we can just see how much that level is respected by the overall market, and look at exactly where it gets rejected there. So really nice level to scalp off of, especially. It's cool that I've been able to stream this green streak live. It's really cool. I appreciate the sub, Bitcoin, Super Kumar Sharif. I appreciate the love, guys. I'm all fuzzy right now. Let me see if I can. There we go. That's better. Oh, man. It depends. Anywhere between like 600 to 300 shares is usually what I take. It's 2 to 600 shares, I mean. I don't know, man. It depends. Who knows? Yeah, I can trade as much as I want on TradeNet. You think we're going down? I don't know. I was just scalping short term. So I don't know which way the market's actually going to stay. I'm just trying to take advantage of short term momentum that we got there and ignore everything else. As you guys see, like I'm mostly just a scalper lately in this market. Like I have other strategies I obviously trade, but I'm mostly just taking a few cents off the top and letting my good accuracy make my money. Keeping roughly a 1-to-1 reward to risk ratio, but this is the easiest way for me to make money right now in this market, at least. When we're getting really solid defined trends like this, it's really easy to just scalp a few cents off the top based off of momentum. Yeah, and again, if you want to use the same platform as us, I'll post this link. It operates like a prop firm, so to speak, and so you're paying for a package. It's not a deposit. You're paying for a package. The base package is $3.99, I think, and it comes with 14,000 in buying power once you're actually approved. And so you'll have 14K to trade with. There's no PDT rule, and you can short stocks. But again, it's a package. It's not, you're not depositing money. And then it comes with, of course, demo account, access to their chat room. Again, they have their flaws. Some of them are like you can't trade penny stocks. But I'm not much of a penny stock trader either, and so they're kind of the perfect platform for me, but they might not be for everybody else. So do your research. In the end, they allow you to day trade with no PDT rule, and there's a 70-30 profit split. So like they're gonna keep 30% of your profit, you keep 70, but for less than $400, they're giving you 14,000 to trade with, and so that's pretty understandable in my opinion. And then your max loss is 700, so almost twice as much. And you got some room to trade, and I think it makes sense for a new trader that wants to get their feet wet because it comes with all of that other stuff in the bundle. I think just makes sense. But yeah, there's the link in the chat if you want to check them out. Yeah, we get a 283 break. I might scalp into some more moves here with the market. My kids are fighting. I don't hate this level in MU because I can effectively use the $half as my risk, which is something I really enjoy and like doing because it's a very easy way to trade. Keeps it very simple, and a lot of the time the $half can be a major resistance level. So like if we get a break at 283, I'm going to short into MU, and then I'm going to use that 45.50 level as my risk and try to get out at around 45.30 or so. But we need a break here at 283, like a firm, nice break under the SPY that I can short into MU simultaneously on. Hope everybody understands that logic. There's a short break. I'm going to jump in with 300 shares here, 400 shares. Sorry, let's see if we get a quick move underneath. There's 283. We get a nice clean break on the SPY. Let's see if AMD follows it down here. SPY's bouncing a little bit. I don't like that as much. We get down to 36. I'll take profits. I just took half off there. Gonna hold the last little 200 shares to see if we get a larger breakdown. Like I said, down to like 45.30 or so. I can hold the rest break even here too if I really want to. Maybe get out the rest full here. We got a bounce there. I got out the rest there, so up 175 on the day. I didn't like the bounce here on the SPY at 283, and so maybe I could short back into it, but I took a little bit off the top. We're going to see what else we can get, if we can get a nice little break here. But as you can see, the SPY ended up bouncing at 283, so I was able to scalp a few cents from it, but didn't get the full-on breakdown that I really wanted. And so maybe it'll still break down on AMD, but we'll watch the SPY, see if we get some downward favorable momentum for these types, and see if we can find something else.
Alright guys, definitely having a little trouble managing this position as I've been moving back and forth. I actually took 200 off of it because I just noticed there was just too much risk there, and me not being at the computer, way too much risk, so I'm moving back and forth here. Just tried to at least manage the position.
So too fast, says John. Do stocks generally follow the overall market? So it depends on the stock. Mid and high caps usually do, as long as they're not an opposing sector. You know, like an opposing sector right now for this market would be like a coronavirus stock, right? Because the coronavirus, if the market goes down, coronavirus stocks are usually doing well because at this point the market's going down because of coronavirus, right? And so with that, as long as it's not like an opposing sector, they follow the market, like AMD, MU, on a very small time basis, right? Like I'm not taking huge moves, but like if the market has like a big level, like a half or whole dollar or a high or low of the day, and it breaks a lower high there and it breaks underneath or above that, then I can take a few cents off at the top with like AMD, MU, and a lot of other stocks as well. You just got to find ones that you like, you know, as much. But again, they don't follow them exactly, but they follow big momentum moves in the market enough for me to scalp small time with other stocks. Alright, so here's that 283 level. Looks like I missed some on AMD. It just fully broke down to 45.25. It's okay. I can't be too greedy today. I'm up almost 200 bucks. No options. Philip, sorry, brother. I like it enough. Spies testing 283. Again, big level. Could short, I guess. We get a break here. I might short. Like right here, you see this low. We get a break of that, I might short. That's a weak level. And I'm gonna short. Alright, so I'm in MU again. Might be my last trade. We'll see. I don't really like shorting this close to the low of the day. I think it's pretty extended, but if we get a momentum move quick, I can just take one and done. I might not scale out of this one either. I might just finish it. Down to like ideally the whole $1.45 is I guess where I would shoot for here, but you just gotta let the market kind of work its way down. Break even. Might get out of the market here if it doesn't hold this 283 level firm. There we go. That's good. So we held the 283. We got rejected there. Should drag this one down enough to profit. Maybe I got a little bit greedy on this last little bit, team. I mean, I'm up. I'll hold the rest break even, but I think I got greedy on those last few shares. Maybe I should have taken profits, but it's alright. Yeah, it looks like I got greedy on this last little bit. I'm gonna get out there. I don't like that. I don't like how the market pushed all the way above this 283. Like this upwick is what got me. If you look at all this buying pressure right here, this upwick got me. I'm still up $171 on the day, but that upwick changed my bias in it completely. And as you can see, MU just squeezed up to 45.30. So you know, it is what it is. I kept it pretty tight. Got out break even roughly. So perfectly fine. Hey, shout out to Too Fast, Too Profit for becoming a member of our channel, brother. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, dude. Shout out to Too Fast for becoming a member. Thank you, brother. Thanks, bro. Really means a lot, guys. Like I said, I mean, we're just a free resource and community, and so we're not experts or anything like that. We just teach people what works for us, and so it's a great way to help support us becoming a member, and we definitely appreciate it, Too Fast. So welcome to the team, bro. Thank you, man.
Alright guys, just paid myself a little bit there to make sure that at least we're gonna break even for the day. Didn't want to let this bounce back, and then next thing you know, we're in the red today. Usually should hold and take profit down towards the VWAP, which is 34, but it's been a little bit of a stressful day moving back and forth. So I'm just trying to make sure that I can limit the risk. If it gives me a potential good gainer, I'll let it keep going, but definitely it was a trouble time managing this one.
And good work, brother. Yeah, I might hang it up for the day. I don't know. Just depends. I've been trading for a few years, Kevin.
This is where the profit should be better taken at 34s, 34.05s. That's more closer towards the VWAP. Order out the cover here.
So market might squeeze down and break lows here, is what it's looking like. We'll see. But it doesn't look terrible.
Just took it off there at 16, guys.
Let me take a little bit of a trade here on MU if we can get it.
At least came back from that big loss that we took earlier in Peloton. Now we only ended up down $6 for Peloton and making $75 on this trade.
Yeah, good work, bro.
I'll be fine with that.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, so I just did another little MU trade. I'm going to see if we get this last little bit under the whole $1.45 at this low of the day break. And if it doesn't, I'm just going to get out break even on the rest. I'm up $195 on the day. Trying to hit that $200 level. We got about 5 cents away from $200 day. We'll see if we get it or not, but SPY looking weak, and this is what I was betting on. Not going to be super strict on the last little bit. This will be my last trade, certainly. Market bouncing a little bit at the $0.50, yeah. I got break even on the rest. $188 day. I'm going to call it a $200 day just to make myself feel better. But I'm done for the day, guys.
Yeah, man. Peloton definitely breaking down there. Just missed a little bit more bigger move towards the VWAP. Probably should have held it to the VWAP. That's the trade, but it was just very stressful today, moving back and forth with the pets. So.
Yeah, it happens, brother. Don't stress it.
It's not too bad though.
The sound you hear, Leo, that's actually my Instagram notifications. So that's people liking my Instagram pictures. If you want to check out this new Instagram, it's called Unique Trading Patterns. It's a pretty dope Instagram. We're just gonna, we're gonna try to post a new trading pattern every few days on there. But yeah, that's the notifications, like the likes and the hearts from Instagram on their own. Appreciate it, Tiny. 2 red from MU. Nah, my last 2 were green. I'm up $168 on MU today, so not a bad day. I'll take it. $188 day. That's it for the day, though. I'm gonna hang it up. Nice little green day.
All right, not too bad. A little bounce back day for me. Started down the day about 75 and down the day. Still positive on the day, about $25 here. So if you guys want to go ahead and check out the platform that John and I use on these streams, go check out TradeNet. It's a solid, high quality platform. It actually gives you a funded account program. You can day trade as much as you want with these. No PDT, cheap commissions, and an ability to short. Plus you get access to a chat room. That chat room, you guys will see Mir lead that chat room. Mir makes swings of thousands of dollars. So if you want to go into a legit chat room where they're making thousands of dollars, you can check that out also by TradeNet. You get a demo account to practice. Plus you get a legit trading course. All this for less than $400. I'm not sure if the sale went away. We have to check it out. But definitely makes sense risk and reward wise, guys. So definitely check out the link that we post up here. I'll let you go ahead and test your skills, right? If you guys want to take your skills to the next level, from paper to kind of the real money game, and really start feeling the emotions, we always recommend to start small. Starting small, you got to look for someone that can give you some benefits, and that's why we support TradeNet. We really feel at the end of the day, it's really beneficial to the beginner trader.
Yeah, for sure. It's one of the cheaper ways you get started. You know, there's no PDT rule once you do get started. Like the base package is $400, and it gets you roughly $14,000 to trade with once you're approved. And there's a 70-30 profit split. I think in that regard it makes sense. Also, if you want to use the same scanners that we use, like legit scanners, and people like to check out Trade Ideas, like they have all these preset scans that are really useful for traders as well. Like just to show you guys these scanners. For instance, like if I want to click cannabis stocks, they have a whole section that shows you all the big moving cannabis stocks. If I wanted to click pre-market, they have all the pre-market action. If I want to click earnings, like if you're an earnings trader, I can click earnings right here. It shows me all the earnings. If I want to trade alpha, I click alpha predator. If I want to trade all these different things, they're really useful. And you know, there's definitely a scan for everything. Penny stocks, tech titans, you know, you name it, they have it. And I think it's a really cool way to see what's moving in the market. And if you want to help support us, you could use our promo code BT15 and get 15% off trade ideas. And so you can check that out in the chat room as well. Good luck, team. Check out our website as well. We have you know, all the strategy breakdowns on our site here. Again, you can see this. We have strategy breakdowns. We've got platform reviews. We've got strategy sections where we go over, you know, long, short patterns, all this cool stuff, where we really break them down in a really easy to understand way. And so if you want to check that out, I'll post this link one more time. Good luck in the markets, guys. Good luck. I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, have a good day. We'll see you guys. We'll have a few videos out this weekend again, like we always do. And be on the lookout for that, guys. And yeah, have a good day, team. Good luck. We'll see you guys next time.